Ragaba Emmanuel, Nasa Mula, I see Ivan, I see who else is here? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for being there waiting. And it is going to be a question and answer. It's going to be a question and answer session. People have a lot of questions, and I want them to ask, and then we get clear answers. We help one another. My name is Nanono Harriet. I'm your host. I am your host this evening. I want to welcome each and everyone who Douglas Case. This is the microphone. Microphone. I'll take the time to unmute those. But for now, I want I want to welcome you people from the event yesterday. For those ones who came yesterday, oh, it was a good one. It was a good one. Thank you so much for those ones who invited. Thank you so much for inviting. It was a good experience. It was a success. It was a successful event. We had over 200 guests. Then we had over 200 members that attended. Members who have active robots, and then those ones who had come to see our business. Meaning each and every member that attended yesterday at least invited one person. That is the average that you can take. Each and everyone invited one person. So we had over 200 people. We had over 400 people in the room. The room got so filled up, and then others were just standing in the corridors. And then we were forced also to tell members to keep moving around, maybe outside the building, outside the tower, so that we create some space for the guests. We underrated the place. We thought that people were not going to come, but now we realize that now we are more than powerful. We are powerful. We are so many, and people like to listen to the business. People want to learn. People want to adventure into new things. So it was a good one. It was a good one. I liked each and everything that happened. Hey, my God. The people were so many. For those ones who didn't come, you missed. But at least we are preparing the next one. The next time we are having another event, it's not going to be at the hotel, because I think that place is can no longer handle our numbers. Our numbers have grown. So which means we have done enough sensitization, we have done enough teaching, and people are yearning to get to understand what this business means and what this is. So I just want to let people who are on our WhatsApp groups that we are already live. We are already live and we have started. And if you have your question, please just put it in the in the chat room, because it is a question and answer. It is a question and answer. Please just write your question there. I'm going to read it. I'm going to respond. And if you don't want to just write, if you don't want to write the question, just unmute, put up your hand, and then I'll get you and you unmute yourself to ask. Okay. I've been telling people that we are live. We have started. And we have started. So I'm starting to read your question. Let me start with this one. Who is this one? Yusuf says, good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon and good evening. I would ask about best coins for psycho trading. All coins are good for psycho trading. All, because we are in a good season. All of them are good for psycho trading, for as long as you can balance very well. All coins are good for cycle trading right now, for as long as you can balance your margin calls and then the margin call drops. Ladies and gentlemen, until when you get to understand how to move around, or how to have the right settings for the margin call drops and the margin call, you will never stay in a trade forever. I'm not saying that if you have done them very well that you'll never go into floating loss. Today I have someone who was asking me, Madam Harriet, how can I trade without seeing any floating loss? For this person, she doesn't want to see anything red in her trade, in her business, on her robot. She doesn't want to see anything red. She just wants to see green. Puts in a trade and then goes to green itself. Puts another and gets in green and then sells. She doesn't like to see anything red. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, even if you have put margin calls that can cover 100%, you will always one time see red, because that is the business. That is the business. In the business, we are doing two things. We have to buy and we also sell. Those are the two things that we are doing in this business, buying and selling. So all the two have to happen, whether you like it or not. That is how the system is. There is time for buying and there is time for selling. So you cannot sell what you did not buy, and you cannot buy what you will not sell. And in the market, I told you we have two people who are competing for the market. That is the buyers and the sellers. So at some point, the sellers have to overtake, have to dominate. And at some point, the buyers have to dominate, whether you like it or not. That is the business. Like any other business that, even if you are selling tomatoes, there is a time when the buyers are over dominating and there is a time when the sellers are dominating. It is like that. Even in schools, even if in church, it is like that. Everywhere, for as long as it is a business. Someone is going to ask me now, you are talking about even in church. Is a church a business? Yes, it is a business. So we said, I'm going for church business. I'm from work now, next is church business. Okay? Whatever we are doing, it is a business. So if you don't want to see, if you don't want to see any red, if you don't want to see any red in your business, then you go and look for a job. When you look for a job, you are going to be given a salary. A salary, you are assured that it comes on 30th. So that's when you will not see floating loss. But again, even if you are earning a salary, at some point there is a day when the boss is going to tell you that money is not ready on 30th. And then you go to the next month, first, second, third, month, fourth, fifth, even 15th. Then you are in floating loss. Floating loss, that is unactualized loss, by the way. And people think that when they see floating loss, they feel like, hey, I have lost. No, you have not lost. It is just floating. It's not drowned. It has not yet. It is just floating. Unactualized loss. That is that. Okay. Let me read some people's questions here. And we continue. Best coin picks for bull run. The bull run already. You are seeing now over 20 different signals on the group every day. Every day. In the bear market, in the time when the market is so bearish, when the sellers are dominating and the market is in the downtrend, you could hardly see 3 signals in a day. But today we are having over 20. We are having over 20 signals given on a daily basis. Let me show you. I think you have not yet understood where we are right now. Or even, let me first explain to you, what is a bull run? A bull run, I told you, a bull run. A bull run is a time. Let me first come back and I explain to you what a bull run is, so that you can understand what it's talking about. Maybe maybe you think it is something that you will see with your eyes that now it has come with the hair, with the horns. Now that is the bull. No. Bull run means a time, a period when prices of currencies are going up and up and up for a longer period of time. The prices are going up. They are going up and up and up for a longer period of time compared to other seasons that we call, because we are having two seasons. We have the bear season and the bull season. So in the bull season, you will see that all prices are going up and up and up. They just do what we call a retracement, that they continue going up, a small retracement, and then they continue. Small retracement, and they continue. We are already in the bull run, ladies and gentlemen. And we told you it is going to happen. It is going to stay for 2024, 2025. And according to what we are seeing, it might also enter into 2026. What does that mean? Or what do we have for the bull run? What should you expect? Expect to be making more trades. It means you are going to take profits very many times for a longer time. Unlike when we are in the bear market, where you can take a trade just once in a day, and then you take a trade, it gives you 2%, and that's all. So in the bull run time, or in the uptrend market, when the market is uptrending, you are going to have different trades that are happening frequently. It means you are taking profits very many times in a day, meaning you are making more profits. Or even you put in a trade and then you don't stay in it for a long time. And when we are in the bull run, or when we are in the uptrend market, it doesn't mean that we are not going to see any red. You will see them. You will see the red, because not all coins are going to go up at the same time. Others are going to be going up and others are going down. Today, this one comes, another one. This one goes up, and then you find that today you have 20 coins that have gone up to 30%, but there are those ones that remained in 1%. So they keep on exchanging up and this way and that way, this way and that way. But the one thing I should assure you, that in this season, we are going to be taking profit many times in a day. For those ones who are trading in cycle, it means you have instructed your robot to buy and sell. After selling, buy again, without waiting for you to set it again, until when you feel like, I am tired of trading this floppy, let me put it in one shot. When it sells, it gets done, I put in another one. Okay, hoping I am clear that way. If I am clear, I want to read another question, and I continue. Someone is saying that my volume is low. Is it true? Is it low? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Due to the large number of participants in the meeting system messages for those who joined or left have been disabled. Okay, that one is for Zoom. Members, let me know if my volume is so low. To me, I feel like I am shouting too much. I am shouting too much. If my volume is so low, please let me know. Let me see if all others are saying that it is so low. Maybe you can also check your volume, your volume at your side. But to me, I feel like I am shouting too much, and just let me know. I saw is also saying the volume is low. Ronald Kaimba says, good morning, good evening, members. Kindly, Madam Harriet, help us and talk about pausing a coin. If I had given it 3% and then later pumped too high, how can I take all the profits up to the level where it has pumped? Okay, someone is saying it is somehow not clear. I have nothing to do about it. For now, maybe it is network connection, maybe it is network strength, maybe my network is not, my internet is not so strong enough but with that one, I have no control over it. I have no control over it. I'm not using Leica, I am using Airtel. I believe it is a strong network. I'm not saying that LICA is not strong. It is very strong, and it is very strong. But okay, someone is saying now it is clear. Thank you, thank you. Now Kayemba, when you have a trade and you had put a 3%, and somewhere somehow you see that maybe it is going to pump so high, and then you pause it. When you pause it and it moves up to around where you check on it and it is at 10%, and it is at 10%. So when you activate it, or when you unpause it, it is going to sell at that percentage, at that 10%. And when you unpause it, what you should do, don't sell it manually. There are people who say, because I have unpaused it when it was at 10%, now let me sell it manually. And I take that profit. You are going to lose somewhere. Why? Because in that trade you had margin calls. You had margin calls. So when you sell it, or like when you click and you do manual sell, it is going to sell as a whole. It is going to sell whole warehousing. So which means you are going to lose some profits, while if you just activate it and you leave it, it is going to sell the margin calls. If they were at 10, the margin calls are going to be sold at a percentage of 10%, and then after it will sell the 4 margin calls and the first buy now. So it is okay when you are post the trade, and then you see that it has pumped, it has gone to a higher percentage. When you activate it, don't sell it manually, so that you collect more profits. You'll find that the margin call, which was supposed to sell at 1.3, it has sold at 5%, it has sold at 10%, and then you have all your 10 margin calls, they have sold at 7%, 10%, 8%, 5%, until when you sell the first 4 margin calls and the first buying amount at 10%, you will collect more profit than someone who opens the trade after pausing it and then you sell manually. Hoping that one is clear, Kayemba. If it is clear, let me read another question. Another question. Isma says, Madam Harriet, which strategy mode will be more better to use during the bull run period? You can try all the strategies and you see which one is good for you. That one I don't want to dictate, because you are also running your own business. The robot is yours, the money is yours. But my work is to teach you what each and every strategy mode does. Then you choose what is okay for you, or you choose what you want to use. Okay? So that one I don't want to dictate. I don't want to say use this one or use the other. My work is to explain to you how the 4 work. And then how the 4 work, and then you do what? And then you choose. You can try all of them and then you get to know, how does this one work? Is it okay for me, or it is not okay? Because what can be okay for me, it might not be okay for you, Isma. So try all of them, see what they are doing, and then you choose what is okay for you. Personally, I am okay with the sub-bid mode real-time settlement, because I want to see sub-sales. I want to see those messages: sub-sell, 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 sell, sub-sell, 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 sell, sub-sell, 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 sell. And then I see buy, then sell, sub-sell, 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 sell. To me, that is that. But you are okay to try all the 3 and then choose what is okay for you. Emmanuel says, Madam, help me on coin holding. Thank you. Coin holding, I'm not going to do that again. Go to the YouTube and look for the training that I did for holding. That one, I'm not going to repeat it. Go to the YouTube. Get time to go there, you people. Get time to go to the YouTube. Each and everything there. I did 4 trainings about how to do holding, how to buy a coin that is going to be for holding. That one, I'm not going to do it again here. Go to the YouTube, look for them. They are there. Rebecca says, Madam Harriet, how do I put money back in a trade which I paused and used the money? Okay, then Kayemba says, so I just activate, then I leave it to end by itself without setting manually. Yes, that's what I have said. Now, for Rebecca, she's asking, how do I put back money in a coin that had, I had, I had done what? I had paused. If you had paused a trade, and by the way, for now, in the season where we are, I don't advise you people to pause trades and you take the money away via Binance. I don't advise you to pause the trade and you take the money away. Because the season where we are, you pause a trade and then you take the money away after 2 days, it pumps and then it goes into profit, and then it means you have to put more money than what you took. And when you keep on waiting that maybe it will come down again and I buy it when it is at a low price, it will not come back. The season where we are, coins are just doing small retracement and then they continue going up. Retracement and go up, retracement and go up, retracement and go up. Just be patient. Be patient with your trade. But again, I want to show you if you have if you had posted a trade money in that trade, this is what you do. Go to your Binance. Don't restart the trade in real time before you put back the money. This is what you do. Go to the market, okay? Go to the market and then look for that coin and then say, I post the coin, which one? I post the Gala. If you post the Gala, come and choose Gala. Go to buy. Put where there is limit, go and choose market. Okay? Go and choose market. Then when it comes to here, this part here, click on that arrow. Okay? Click on that arrow and then come down here. It is going to show you Gala and USDT. Come and choose Gala because that's what you want to buy. Come and choose Gala. When you choose Gala, go to the trade that you pose. Get to know the position amount, not the position quantity. When you are putting money, when you are putting back money in a positive trade, then the trick is knowing the position quantity, not the position amount. If the position quantity was 235.085 gallons, okay? If it was 0. Oh, this one is not putting the point. 50, 80, 20, 80, maybe 60. And that is the gala which is in your positioning quantity. Exactly, it's what you are going to write. Okay? Write exactly the amount which is in the positioning quantity, the other side. Then after you have written it there, then come back and click on that arrow, click on USDT. It is going to show you how much USDT is going to buy the quantity of gala that you want to buy. So if it puts for you the money, if it has put for you that it is going to cost you 159.9441 USDT, if you have the USDT, because it is already showing that the available USDT, the USDT that you are having, that is LVBL, means available. Maximum, the available amount that I am having, it can only buy 10 gallons. And then estimated fee, because every time you buy, you are charged while you are buying via Binance. Every time you buy, you are charged. When you sell, you are also charged. So I pity those people who don't want to use the robot and then say, for me, I don't want to use the robot because it takes the fuel. Let me be buying and doing trading while in Binance. In Binance, they are going to charge you twice. In fact, they are going to charge you thrice. Slippage will take. Then there is a fee that Binance takes when you buy, and there is a fee when you are selling. So you are going to be charged this price. While in royalty, when you are using royalty, because they have a partnership, you will only be charged the fuel and maybe the slippage for the owner of the coin. So for those ones who say, instead of paying fuel is too expensive, I will be doing the trading in Binance alone. Yes, it is okay, you can do it, and you are going to be doing it manually, but you are going to be charged this price. So after you have done that one, then you come and click buy. And after you have clicked buy, if it shows you that success, go to the wallet. Go to the wallet and then check in the spot. Go in the wallet and check in the spot. As the money gone into Gala, you go and look for Gala. If you had bought, if you see that there is money in Gala. For example, if I was buying NALs, I would see that there is 2.40 USDT. It means now the money is back in my trade. Now you can go back to your royalty and restart the trade. Never restart the trade before you confirm that money is back in that coin. When you are putting back money, sometimes you can pay less or you can pay higher. So you pay less in case from the price where you took the money from, where the price was, and it dropped more, then you will pay less. If you find that from the price where you took the money from, the price went up, then you will pay more. But the trick is knowing the position quantity. The moment you mess up with the position quantity, that's why you see the robot tells you after something has happened, you restarted the trade, and when it makes a sale, tells you abnormal operation because it gets disturbed. What it thought it had in its system, it is not matching with what is in it Binance or what it has sold or the quantity that is there at the time of selling. So it will show you abnormal operation, and that means the money will not turn back to USDT. It will remain in that coin. So you just have to convert it to USDT so that you can use it again. Okay. Another question. Peter Okirol says, one shot doesn't allow one to set PT that is above 30%. This evening, I saw a post of one shot with a TP of 750. What approach is used to attain a TP 750 or more for one shot? Those trades that you are seeing that are having take profit that are above 100, those trades, those people have been with those trades for some time. So when they made an update, I think 1 month ago, the take profit now royalty put it maximum 30%, except those trades that were already in and the take profit were set already. They are the ones that you are seeing. Now, for now on, you cannot take more than 30%. Hoping that is clear of all. So that trade, it might have been there. It might have been there for some time. It might have been there for some time, 2 months, 4 months, 7 months, 8 months, or even a year. Or even a year. It is possible. Another question. Please, if you are having another question, please ask. Or even let me see if people just want to raise up their hands and they ask. Let me see them. If you want to ask, please put up your hand and then I choose you and you unmute yourself. Or just unmute yourself and then ask. Dr. Isobat. Is it Isobat or Isobat? Please unmute your microphone and ask.
Thank you, my leader. I have a question in relation to pulse trade. If the amount that you have in the coin is higher in Binance than the amount in RoyalQ, I want to find out, will RoyalQ sell the coin and leave the balance there? Because it might be advisable to buy more, since sometimes the difference in the price can be a bit confusing when you are using quantity amount. So that's what I wanted to find out from you.
Please come again. Ask again.
I was asking that when you pause a trade and
Yes.
then you at a time when you realize that, for example, the price has dropped and then you have had some USDT, you can decide now to buy the coin again in Binance, but you buy it now a bit higher than the amount quantity in RealQ, so as to be on the safe side if there is charges that are deducted during the buying, so that the amount in Binance of that coin is higher than the quantity in RealQ, the actual quantity, so that the RealQ can sell the coin and leave the balance in Binance. I was asking that, is it advisable to do so?
Now, what happens? The robot can only take care of what it bought. What it bought alone, it's what it takes care of. That is what is in its memory. That is what is in its system. If you had bought a quantity and it was 200, and then you come in Binance and you buy a quantity which is 250, when it is time for selling, the robot will tell you abnormal operation. It will sell what it will sell, but it will tell you abnormal operation because it will have seen things which are not coordinating according to what it knows, what it has in its memory that about this quantity, and again now it is seeing another quantity. Then it will be confused. It will sell only what it knows, what it is in its memory, and then the rest it will not touch it, and that's why the money will not turn back to what? It will not turn back to USDT. It will remain in that coin until when you convert it, that's when it will go back to USDT, because the robot will be confused on what it has in its memory. It is different from what it sees is there. Okay? Hoping this is clear, Doctor.
Yes, my leader. Thanks for the explanation.
You're
I
welcome.
had an experience. I bought B&B on RealQ. Then now I've noticed that B&B is no longer reflected on the app of RealQ, but it's found in my Binance.
So
it did not sell.
It means in RealQ, it's sold, and when you go to the transaction record, you will find, when you go to the BNB transaction record, you will see that abnormal operation. So one time go and check in the BNB, go to its transaction record, you will see that it was an abnormal operation. That's why the money remained in BNB in Binance. So the robot was confused. Hoping that is clear now.
Yes, but why should it happen like that? Because I was not, first of all, even holding B&B in my Binance.
Did you pause that trade?
No, I did not.
Did you make any conversion while in Binance?
No, I did not.
What was that? What was that? Because that one must happen to those who had paused the trade and then you took away the money. Then when you are putting it back somewhere, somehow, you put more compared to the quantity that you are supposed to put back. And maybe you either put less. Your microphone, Johnson. Friends, when you join, the first thing you have to consider is to mute your microphone. Okay? So, Doctor, I was saying that one of abnormal operations, and then also the money remain in a coin, there must have been something that happened in your Binance. Maybe you did it knowingly or unknowingly. And then the robot was confused somewhere, somehow. That's why it must have happened. Or even to confirm, go to BNB, go to transaction record, and check in the record. If you find there that there is an abnormal operation, that is what caused the money remain in the BNB in Binance. You will let me know if you have checked it out and you have seen it. Suppose profit of 2%, and the coin pumps in to 10%. Can I change the take profit? Yes, you can change the take profit, but again, you cannot know whether it will reach the 10%. Sometimes people change, and then you see you took 2%, and then you are seeing it is going, and then you change to take 10%, and it ends at 8%. Then it goes back. My advice is, this market, you cannot finish it, and you cannot finish good trades. If you set 2%, take that. That was your goal. Don't change goalposts. Don't change goalposts. If your target was to take a 2%, don't change in the mid of the way and then you change, you go to 5%. At some point, I don't know what happens to trades. At some point, it will not go to the 5%. Then it will drop. Even the 2%, you will have lost it or vilema or starting to trade sometime. If you set a 2%, if the 2% is hit, so well and good. Wait for another trade. Take another 2%. Wait for another signal. Take another 2%. The goal is not to make too much profit. The goal is to make money regularly, repeatedly, and recurring. It's not all about making too much money today and then you stay for 5 days without making money. We want to make money regularly. And it is repeating. If I am making $4, is it repeating? Today I've made my $4, tomorrow I've made my $4, the other day I've made my $4, the other day 5, the other day 3, the other day 4. It is repeating. And then it is recurring. That is happening for a longer time. That should be your main target. Don't target to get too much profit. Too much profits at some point will leave you in floating loss because you keep on chasing, pumping coins, pumping trades, and they will leave you up there. Okay? The goal is to make money regularly, and it should be repeating, and then it is recurring. That is a best trading strategy. If your target is to make $10, when you make the $10 in a day, it is okay to leave the market and you leave it. Even tomorrow it is there. Even the other day it is there. Okay? Even the other day it is there. Than making $50 today and you would be in floating loss for 3 months. Then you make another $50. Then you wait for another month. That is not good. The target is, if you have set 2%, stay with the 2%. You make a 2%, justice. The semicolon mass, Ogambe, amen, that one, I've won that trade. The target is to win a trade. It's not to make too much profits, but to win a trade. Win it regularly, repeatedly, and recurring. Okay, another question that is here. Another question. Mwesgwa Paul, I think you have understood that one. Isma says, Madam Harriet, what determines the amount of profits of a given coin? Because I ever seen people using little USDTs and getting good profits and vice versa. Settings. Someone uses settings and then the choice of a coin. I cannot tell you this coin gives more profits or this one doesn't give. So it depends on the market. It depends on the buyers and sellers in that season or that day or the time you are putting a trade. That one I have no control over it. I have no knowledge. I have nothing I can tell you that this one determines or the other. But it also depends on how someone has picked a trade. There are people who have learned how to analyze the trades very well. Someone analyzes a trade at a 4-hour time frame and then thinks this trade is going to move. Or in the 4 hours, it will have given me a 3%. And then someone puts in his $100 and then it gives him the money. Okay? So That one, it goes with the skills that you are having, then the money that you are having. So that is that. There is no magic there. The skills someone has, everyone can get the skills. But again, if you haven't got those skills, be patient, keep learning, keep learning. One day, one time we are like that. One day, one time we are nothing. One day, one time we are just waiting for the signals. But at some point we learned, and now we can choose our signals. We can spot a trade by ourselves. Gidai says, Leader Harriet, what causes a trade to refuse on a margin call after you have added funds on spot? Refuse on margin call. What does it mean? You put your question very well. What causes a trade to refuse on margin call? Please put it right, clarify on it, then I get to know what you are asking. Opia Nicholas says, what's the effect of shifting the TP? The effects of shifting TP. Repeat it, please. The effect, the market can change. You had set 2%, and now you want to earn for 5%, then it reaches at 4.8, then it drops, even the 2% gets lost. That's it. That's it. The effects of greed will make you stay in the trade for some time. Don't change goalposts. If you took 2%, go with the 2%. If you set 3%, take the 3%. Go with that. Trade another one. Take another 3%. Opio says, can you take us through how to calculate the total amount, running trade, Binance, and the one in the profit loss? What do you mean with the profit loss? Can you take us through how to calculate the total amounts of running trade, Binance, and you just want to know how much money that you are having? Go to your Binance, check the amount which is being shown in the spot trade or in the spot wallet. Okay, when you go to your Binance, the Binance is already showing you the value of your money at the time you are checking. Binance doesn't see the floating loss. It doesn't see it. So what you feel that it is missing, it is what is in a floating loss or floating P and L. That is P profit and L loss. So whatever you are seeing is missing in your Binance, go to your running trades, click on them, look for the floating, either profit or loss. That one can cover, can top up what you are seeing as it is missing. As simple as that. Hoping it is clear. Hoping it is clear. Hoping it is clear. What? Gidoi says it refuses to get the margin call on even you have added funds on spot. Many times you people, you add money in the spot, you add their money, and then you don't come to the trade to switch on the margin call button. Or even you switch on the margin call button, but again, when you go to the margin configuration, when the specifications there, the descriptions are different. Okay, the descriptions there are different. In the margin call drop, you are having okay 2%, but in the multiple buying ratio on the right hand side of your margin configuration, you want the robot to buy 6 times. 6 times, and your first buying amount is 20. When you leave it at 6 times, it means you want the robot to buy 20 times 6, that is $120. Yet you have added only $30 in your spot wallet. Then the robot will not buy. And again, it will tell you that Binance USDT, Binance link USDT has failed to buy due to interpretation something. It is a parameter something, that message. It is telling you it has refused to buy, it has failed to buy due to insufficient funds. Please put more money and then you open your margin call. So that is that. You put the money, but you did not change in the specification. You did not change in the specifications of your margin configuration in the multiple buying ratio. If your first buying amount is $20 and you wanted to buy with the $20, so the multiple buying ratio you have to put there 1, meaning you wanted to buy 1 time of the margin of the first buying amount, which is 20. When you put 2, it means it is going to buy with the $40. If you put 3, it will buy with $60. If you put 4, it will buy with $80. So that is where the trick is. And also, I've said people put money, but they don't open the margin call. They don't switch on the button. Number 2, they are those ones who switch on the 2 buttons. You switch on the margin call button and then the AI margin call button. 2 buttons are all on. So the robot doesn't know which one is to use. You are confusing it. Doesn't know which instruction can it take. The margin call limit, that button, the specifications that you put, or it follows the default setting. So always look at those things. The amount of money that you are having, the button, the margin call buttons, and the multiple buying ratio specifications in your trade setting. Okay. Opio says, thanks, leader. Niwamanya Davis says, how can one add new coin on trading view watchlist? Because when I try adding ones, they tell me pay. You can only have 30 pairs in the trading view. You can only have 30 pairs. You cannot add more than that. So if you are to add more than that, you have to pay. So the unpaid version, it can only allow have 30 pairs. So what you can do, you just what you can do if this is your trading view. Mine has very many because for me, I got this trading view the time when it was still free of charge. Now look at this one. Index 45%. It has gone. See? This is a weekly candle. No, let me go out. Done well. Hide. Okay. Now, if you want to check on a certain coin, what you do, you can just see if you want to see how it is performing. Just come and put it there. Say, I want to check on Pepe USDT. I want to check on Pepe USDT. I'm not going to leave it there, but I just want to check on its performance. I want to check on that one, which is in Binance. Is that this? Then I click here. Then I see how it is performing. Pepe, this week it is going to perform. I can see. It is going to perform. It made a shoulder. It is the shoulder, then the head, another shoulder here. That's why it is going up. Pepe is going to give us money this week. Pepe is going to give us money this week. If at all we end night above this line, my trend line. The moment we close today above this line means Pepe is going to perform. Have you understood how to add a coin? I just put it there, then I see what I want to see. After that, I can close. And I go back. And I stay with my other coins which I added already there. Now for me, I have this one, I have the Royal Q, I have the this one's another list here. I can put what? Most of the new coins for me, I put them here. Then I have also the royalty. I can have also 30 pairs here. like that. Then I have also my watchlist, which has more than 40 pairs. So for me, I am lucky. I got the trading view before when everything was almost free. But for now, you can only pay for it in order to have very many what? Very many pairs. Hoping, Davis, you have understood what I have said. And let me go to Onyait Max. What margin call is recommended between AI margin call and margin calls? AI margin call, they are default settings. You have nothing to do about them. It's the system. It's the system that puts the settings there, so you cannot do anything about them. It has only 7 margin calls. You cannot add or subtract. It's a fast margin call. It is bought when the coin has dropped by 3.5%. And the second margin call is bought when it has dropped by 4%, meaning 2 margin calls. Using the AI margin call, the AI margin, that is the smart create strategy. The coin must have dropped by 7.5% in order for it to buy 2 margin calls. It delays buying. It delays buying. It needs those people who have too much money. Someone is having a capital of 100,000 US dollars is not bothered, and is having very many coins, very many pairs that is trading. But you, $dollars government, you are using the AI margin call. It buys after a drop of 3.5, a drop of 4%, a drop of 5.6%. It will take so long to buy, and you will starve for so long. You will hate the business for nothing. So use the manual settings, or the settings that we use manually. So use that one. Continue doing that. Another question. Please ask. Maybe someone wants to unmute him or herself. If you want to ask by talking, unmute your microphone, then I see you. I let you ask. If you cannot ask on a microphone, then write it in the chat room. I said this is a question and answer session. I want to talk about what you really want to hear, not what I want to tell you. If the questions are exhausted, we can end here, then we go to sleep. Because tomorrow is there, some people are going to work. David says, how is compounding of capital done, and who is recommended to do the compounding? Even you are doing compounding. Compounding means there are 2 ways you can compound. One, that all of you are doing unknowingly. That when you have started, your capital is $100. You put in a trade, and then in the trade, you make a 3%. When you make a 3%, it brings you a 0.3 maybe dollar. It means on the next trade, you are having capital plus your profit. Now you are having 100.4%. You have already compounded. So which means you are going to, the trade now is going to use the 100.04. And then you make another sale. You make the $1. It means the next sale, you are going to be having $101.4. That is the compounding. Compounding is just simple. It is just simple that you don't take away your profit. You leave your profit there, such that the robot is using the initial capital that you put plus the profits, keeps on adding and accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. Then there are also those people who are compounding this way, that in the beginning, I was using $15 as my first buying amount. Now, I made a profit of $1. It means I have to put it on the first buying amount, meaning the second trade, I am going to put $16 as my first buying amount. A first buying amount. Now it is going to be 16. When I make another $1, I increase my first buying amount because it has increased like that. That is the compounding. That is another way of compounding. But the first one we are doing it unknowingly. It is obvious because the robot puts all the capital and the profit back to the Binance. Okay, it is clear there. If it is clear, I continue. Opio Nicholas says, I've been in MDT USDT for a while and its candles are small. Can you please analyze it for me? MDT, for how long? Because this is a coin that they have added on the royal queue, not even 6 months. So what you are calling for so long, for me, I don't think it is so long. For someone to tell me for so long, you must be telling me that it has stayed there for 7 months. That is the so long. But 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, that is not so long. I'm not seeing the small ones. I'm not seeing the small candles. All candles are okay. I'm seeing on MDT. And you see it is going up. This coming week, the things are going to be okay. You see it is going. In the last few hours, let me show you what it has done. These are 4 hours. In the last 16 hours, it has made a 6%. In the last 16 hours, if you had put in a trade and it was to give you 6%, by this time you would be out. You'd be out. 2 months, 1 month, that is not a long time. Because even in other businesses, goloza abatunda fridge, abatunda TV, n'abatunda engoye. Do they sell all the money in just 1 month and then it gets finished? No way. Our business is like any other business, like any other business. Taban says, Madam Harriet, when do we expect BTC to raise to 60, 70,000? That one I don't know. I don't know. I am not in control of the market, but just watch, my dear. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell. That one, I have no answer for it. Let us just wait and see. But what you should know, it will go to 70,000. If you want to sell your BTC at 70,000, just set your trade and put your take profit at 70,000. It will reach there. It can even go there in the night. It can go there tomorrow. It might go there next month. It might go there the other month. It might go there tomorrow evening. So that one, I don't know. But what you should know, the market is in the uptrend. Niwamanya David says, I mean using the daily compounding app. The daily compounding app, you are compound using your first buying amount. If today's trade you started with $15, and then what you used, maybe you allocated 200 to do that, and when it sells and it has made for you a 0.4 the next trade, your first buying amount is going to be $15.4. That will be that. Then the next day it makes another, you add it there. So that is the daily compounding. How to use that app? I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. I don't want to lie to you. And I don't want to learn how to use it. Because what I am doing also is making for me. The compounding is, the robot is doing it automatically. So I don't need to use an app. Me. That is me. Don't follow me. That is me. Kamsime Media says, guide me how to add profits made to my capital again. How to add my profits? You know that you started with the $200. And now you check in your Binance, you're having $211. It means you have made $11 as your profit. It's simple. And also, when you go to your royal queue in the revenue detail, it is showing you the profits that you have. Then the profits that you have made just subtract 20% of the profit, because the 20% must have gone to fuel. If in your revenue details you are paying $100, it means you have $80, which is with you. $20 were used by the robot as fuel. Just simple. The good thing the robot shows us, it gives us the accountability. Alex says, what does that mean? The robot wanted to buy more, but you did not have more money to buy more sheep. Simple. The spot has stopped margin call due to insufficient balance in the exchange. Please deposit in the exchange and tap open margin call in the transaction page to continue margin call. Thank you. It means the robot wanted to buy more, but you don't have more money to buy with. So it is telling you either put more money and then you click on open margin call. You click on that button. Or even wait for it to sell those margin calls, then you go back and click on the button when it has made some sales. Sometimes people, when they get this information and the robot has some margin calls, when it tells you people, you forget to go back and open the margin call. You forget to go and open to switch on the button. Because the moment the robot detects that there is no money, it gives you that, the moment it gives you that message, it switches off the margin calls automatically. And when it makes the sale, it doesn't know how to come back and switch on the button. It is you to switch it on again. Hope it is clear, Alex. Taban says, thank you, Madam Harriet. I appreciate your support and guidance. Bravo from Juba, South Sudan. Oh, you're welcome, Taban. Happy to have you. Happy to have you on this Zoom call. How is South Sudan? One time we shall come to South Sudan and hold a very big event there. Kyle says, hi, Madam Harriet, kindly take us through average transaction price, average position price. Average transaction price, average position price. Or average transaction price. I don't know where that one is. And then average position price. I don't know where those ones are. Take a screenshot where I got them from, then I get to know what to respond. David says, if one holds a coin, is there a total loss or not? We are in spot trading, we buy assets. We don't liquidate. Simple. We are in spot trading, we buy assets that have values. It is only the value that will go down, but the position quantity that you have bought doesn't change. So even if the value goes down, you will only see a 99% drop, but you'll never see a liquidation bell in your account. Never. I am waiting for you to clarify on your question. The English is too much. You use a simpler one. Ronald, another question I have, analyze a coin which is going to pump EGIF 300 times. The same way they analyze signals we get, then we enter that coin as well. Thank you so much. Though my battery is going down. We cannot have a coin that is going to go 300 times. 300x. Now let me tell you what 300x means. When someone says this coin is going to go 2x, it means it is, if you have bought it at $1, it is going to multiply by 2. So it will go to $3 as the price. When they say it is going to pump 300x, idea. So if you have bought it at $1, so you expect it to move up to $300. I don't know which percentage is that. It's more than 10,000. It is more than 50,000%. I don't know whether you meant percentage or you meant times, because 300x and 300%, they are different. Challenge, you have said your battery is low, but you would have clarified, what did you mean? You mean the times or percentage? Clarify on that, then I explain. Nicholas says, next, during the Saturday meeting, a book was shared. Shall we have a soft copy too? Which book? There were two books. There were two books. There is a presentation guide which was at 10,000 Uganda shillings. That book is explaining how our business works. Then there is another book which is for crypto. In other words, it is a full course of crypto. When you buy that book and you read it, and then you have all the crypto knowledge in you. It is at 120,000 Uganda shillings. That book that you saw that Leader Julius gave to the leaders, it is at 120,000 Uganda shillings. That is around $35. Around that $5. A new buy CFX average transaction price is that. That is the price of CFX at 0.5237, and that is the money that you had, that you put in that trade. It bought you 114 CFX at the price of 0.237. That is that. Then average position price, it means you have to sell it above 0.52422. That's where you have to sell it above. Hoping 0.5237 is the price you bought at. You bought 114 CFX with the money that you put, and then you are supposed to be selling, you will sell it at 0.524224 and those ones. Hoping you have understood it. Kayemba times, madam, 300 times, 300x. Oh my God. 300x. You buy a coin and then instead we give you a trade that goes 300x. Royal can only allow 30%. Only. It can only allow 30%. You take it to profit at 30%, then maybe you can go back to the trade again, but you cannot go beyond 30% for trades that are being set of recent. But sometime back we could go even 500%, but 500 we could go 300%, but 300x, it is too big. It is too big, my dear, too big. The crypto book, where can we get it? It is Leader Kabanda Julius with it. It is at 120,000 Ugandan money. This one says, I opened margin calls, but it goes off because of small balance. What to do such that the coin release the money? Of course, it cannot buy more margin calls because there is no money. That one is self-explanatory. It cannot buy more margin calls because there is no money to use to buy more. What you do, just be patient, wait for that trade which is in. One day, one time, when it sells, you'll get back the money and then put in another trade. So with that one, we have no solution to that, except to all, maybe you can look for more money and then you give it more capital. But if you cannot afford giving it more capital, just be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient. Okay, you're welcome, Matthew. Another question, please ask. We are about to end our question and answer session. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for attending this. answer a question and answer question and the answer. I see McLean. I see McLean, Athaman, Bamland, Wilson, Rebecca, Douglas, Edward, Henry, ISO. This is Dr. ISO. Doctor, she's in Ghana. Oh, I've forgotten where she is, but she's in West Africa. Henry, JS78, James, another James, Jasper, Johnson, Kamsina Media from Photo, Martin, Mary, Nielsen, Mweskwa Paul, the Signal Lady, the Signal King, Namaigazam, Nasamla, then we have the newest V2 Noah from Kenya, Osemaj. Then Maxi, we have Opio Nicholas, we have Paula's iPhone, Peter Ostol, Toria, and then we have Manawe. Daniel, happy to have you friends on this Zoom call, unless if you are people having more questions. What makes one delay in a trade when others are out? Your capital and your setting. Capital, the setting, and then the entry point. Sometimes we don't enter in a trade at the same point. When they share a trade and then you enter, someone who entered first and you has entered after the trader has moved 2 pips. 2 pips, it means it has moved 2 steps. The person who entered 2 steps before will get out of the market before you. Or even someone who has entered maybe even after 2 minutes or after 5 pips. And then this person has more money, open more margin calls than you do. This person will get out of the market because every time this person buys more margin calls, his average price becomes closer. So you are not supposed to get out at the same price because people have different capital and people open margin calls at different margin call percentages. So that one, entry point, your capital, and then the settings. Those are 3 things that either make you delay in the market or get out very fast. Can you please analyze the SHIB? What happened to SHIB? Let me see. What am I typing? SHIB USDT. This one. It is in a green. It's going up. It's just doing a consolidation. Yeah. You people, this SHIB made this movement. It made this movement. You should know that. It made this movement from here to here. Okay? Now it is doing, this is the halfway, 50%. So it is either going to go up, continue, or it can still go down until when it makes the 100% retracement from where it started from. To where it started from. So we have 2 options. Either it's going to be a 50% replacement, so it can either move from here, continue going up, or it will have to first cover up here. These orders which are here have to be covered at some point, whether you like it or not. This one, it has to be covered. So as it moved, it retraced 100%. It retraced 50%. This is a 50% retracement. So we are either waiting for it either to go up this way or it can go and then it comes down until when it fills this gap. So, in the due course, if you have margin calls, even if it delays this year, you will be making money if you have margin calls. The challenge is you people, you fight to finish your money. You don't want to see any USDT at any time in your spot wallet. Some people even call me and say, now, Madam Harriet, I am having 1,000. It is just here redundant. It's just here redundant. Let me put in another trade. I don't want to see any money redundant. When the market drops, and now you are having trades which are all having insufficient, money. Let me show you. There is this person. Who posted today evening, and he was like, do you look at my trades? It is. And then someone was complaining. He's asking for a new signal. Someone is asking for a new signal, and he's saying, I am stuck. Now look at this. Here, this person put there $90. And here there is 140. When you add this together, it is not even $300. Now, why do you put trades? Why? This one has insufficient, even this one has insufficient. This one, as you put the 142, it dropped. It was requesting for more money. There was no money. Even this one started dropping. There is no money. If this money was used to be added on this one to buy more money, this person would get out of the trade very fast. But because you people, you are fighting to see that your money is all used. And when we tell you that the market can change anytime, you don't listen. You wisek around. At the end of the day, I've been in this trade for now 2 months. Beck is backing me, what, and so on and so forth. Of course, I know there are some people who are being backed by Beck, but to some people, floating loss, it is your choice. Some people, you choose being floating loss because you don't want to listen to what they are telling you. Martin says, thanks, dear, but my network is not good. Okay, you're welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have we have exhausted your question, I think we can end this session here, and then we meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. We are getting closer. We are getting closer to the Bitcoin halving, which is maybe to happen next. No, not maybe. It is going to happen next month. That is it's going to happen next month. That is April, and it's going to happen next month, April, most probably on 17th. So how many days is the Bitcoin halving going to stay? It is an event for 1 week. It is an event for 1 day. They are not days, not weeks. No, it's just an event for 1 day where the rewards are going to be divided into two. As simple as that. Nothing much that you are going to see that as saying that maybe you are going to see the market going to tilt, and then north is going to go to the west, and then south is going to go to the north. No, it's just an event. Change of rewards allocation. As simple as that. Okay. Someone has taken a screenshot. I don't know whether I can see it. What is the problem? What is the problem there? I'm saying you are showing the buy, the take profit, the whole position take profit fallback, the buy in fallback, and the what? And the stop position take profit fallback. So what do they mean? So I'm going to take you to the Royal, to the what? To the YouTube. Our YouTube channel. If you don't have our YouTube channel, please you get it. I'm going to give you the link for the lesson that talked about buying fallbacks. That talked about fallbacks. Let me look for it here. Let me look for it. Let me look for it. Let me look for it. It was all about call back, call back, call back, call back. Margin calls, network ethics, question and answer, psycho trading with the Madam Harriet, discussion, user benefit, step 2, bull run, upline downline relationship, journey through, what is slippage? Always people ask me what is slippage. Let me see if I can as well get. I thought that I would see it, but it is in this session. That is bull run. I saw it in this session. Current precedents and time to get serious, how to put indicators, how to buy coins for holding in Uganda, how to set margin calls, attitude of a network, calling the banding. I'm failing to get it, but it is in there. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it. It was all about fallback. How I wish I could see it. How I wish I could see it. I would have given it to you. Such that. Oh. Maybe it is in these videos. Understanding margin calls, training, support and resistance, how to have support and resistance, understanding callbacks. Good is here. It was done 4 months ago. Understanding callback in trade settings. Let me give you a link. So here is the link. The link is there. The one who was asking for Davis, the link is there. Please click on that link. Click on that link. Click on that link, and you will do what? Let me also put it in the group. Callbacks in a trade setting. So I have put it in the group such that whoever wants it will. Opio Nicola says, what happens after halving? I'm not going to talk about that one. You go and search for halving in there. In the what? In the live what? in the live Zooms, you will find where it's the bull run. When I was explaining about the bull run, everywhere you will find the bull run, bull run, bull run. I explained what the what. The bull run work ethic. I explained what is to expect has gone. It is 11. It is a 11:15. People want to sleep. People are going to work tomorrow. People are going to work tomorrow. So when you go to the YouTube channel, it has much of those things. We explained all of them. The reason as to why whatever we do, we put it in the YouTube channel for future use in order to avoid repeating ourselves. We repeat the same thing again and again and again. Please create time and go to the YouTube channel, study those things, watch them. Even if you watch one every day, okay, give yourself the target that every week you watch 2 trainings that are on the YouTube. Two like this every week, 2. After another week, in a month you'll have watched 8 of them. In 3 months you'll have watched 24. Like that, you will learn as you also attend some Zooms when they are on. So I want to thank you for attending this question and answer session. If I have not answered your question, maybe I'll answer it next time. May God bless you. Have a blessed night, and I wish you a successful new